YouTube, it's Fear the Ghost once again, and for the moment, I have some random battles for you. So let's get into them. First one is me versus JS Check. Now, this one started out really kind of funny because it was Moltres versus Zapdos. Now, we almost killed my Moltres, but... Oh yeah, and he also says Zapdos is better. But I have the Raikou sitting in the back to come in and show that Zapdos who's boss. However, he does get the burn, which really sucked. But anyway, he reveals the roost. I'm really just not getting anywhere anytime soon. But I'm using extrasensory to whittle down. He sends in the Swampert, and he doesn't predict I have the hidden power grass, which OHKOs his Swampert. Next, he sends in his Snorlax, which takes almost half damage to my Aura Sphere, but it's not quite enough to kill it. I do come in with the Mega Blastoise. I hit it with an Aura Sphere, but he predicts that and goes for the self-destruct, nearly taking out my Blastoise. Next, he comes in with his Archeops, and I do a couple of Aqua Jets because I don't know if I'm faster or not. Doesn't kill it. I come in with Mamoswine. Ice Shard kills it. He sends in his Pangoro right here. I wasn't really sure what it was wanting to do, so I sent in my Florges, assuming it would take whatever he wanted to throw at me. But he actually reveals the Circle Throw, which switches my Florges out back into my Moltres, so I take this opportunity to use Toxic. He goes for the Poison Jab, so I'm still in, I'm still alive. I figured I'd go for Fire Blast, and I get it off. He's still taking poison damage, so I'm able to go back into Mamoswine and Ice Shard and kill the Pangoro. And he's left with his Cresselia, which I was really worried I may not actually be able to kill. But I get my Endeavor off, use Psychic and crits me, which was sad. I send in Gigalith. I get the Stone Edge off. It uses Psychic, and here I just start missing. I miss 1, 2, and yes, viewers, even 3 Stone Edges in a row were missed. So, I finally hit him with the Stone Edge, and yeah, he says, wow, those miss. And I get and he reveals the Moonlight. I get another Stone Edge hit, he Moonlights, Stone Edge, and he chooses to just go for the kill. And I'm able to send in Florges, who actually turns out to... Well, actually, he's not faster. I wish he was. I hit him with the Moonblast, he hits me with the Psychic. I use a Wish, he hits me with the Psychic. A Moonblast, and this actually gets quite uninteresting, because it's just a battle between me and him as we stall out with our last 2 Pokemon. Yeah, he even says this might be a while. But, as you guys will see, well, he's basically telling me that it's going to take a while unless he kills himself or I switch up moves. And I actually wind up getting the crit, and that was the end. So, this would have actually probably been unusable if that had gone on much longer. I wouldn't have made you guys watch all that. So let's go on to the next one. This was me versus Midnight Star. I assume it's supposed to be Midnight Star. So I have Huntail. Go for the Shell Smash. And you'll see here in a sec who I pass it off to. I baton pass it off to the Slurpuff sitting in back. So he goes for the Wish. I go for Dazzling Gleam. Pop his Balloon. I really didn't have much else to go for. I actually get the red card and switch him out to Registeel, but I have nothing to hit it. So I just go for a Psychic. He kills me. Now, I would like to say here. Well, see my Huntail? Yeah. did not have Nasty Plot before. It was my Zoroark, and I hit him with a flamethrower. He sends in his Trevenant, withdraws it. He tries to do double switches on me to get me to, I guess to basically to kill me. Like, he wants me to slip up and use the wrong move, but I had no reason to go for Flamethrower, knowing he had the Flareon. And he switches this in, and I actually kill it with the Dark Pulse. He switches in Ariados, trying to get me to use Flamethrower again, but I just go for the Dark Pulse. So he switches in Shaman, and now I have no reason not to go for Flamethrower. So I just kill it, and he forfeits because he realizes that I still have 26%, so I have another two Flamethrowers left for his Ariados and Trevenant. And for the last battle, we have this. I'm fighting XZ God's Sword ZX. It's a fairly weird name. He's got the Calm Mind Gothitelle. So I go for Nasty Plot. I actually didn't realize what was going on at first. But I have Nasty Plot. He goes for Grassnot. I actually didn't know it was a Zoroark. I didn't know it was actually a Zoroark. I saw the Sucker Punch, Focus Blast, uh, Dark Pulse, and Nasty Plot, and I was very confused. I just kind of went with it. I didn't realize it was a Zoroark until after he hit me with the Grass Knot trying to kill me. And I actually was stupidly thinking that Zoroark was faster than Dugtrio. And I get a Will-O-Wisp off Dugtrio as he tries to Sucker Punch my Giratina. Switch out to Salamence. He goes for Stealth Rocks. Sucker Punches, gets the hit, and I missed the Draco Meteor. So he goes for another Sucker Punch, and I hit the Draco Meteor this time. But sadly, the damage was already done. I had to take 2 hits from him. His Archeop comes in and kills me with a single Rock Slide. I guess he was either... He seemed to be, since he wasn't switching, some kind of choice, probably. Actually goes into his Dustox here. Out. Like, okay. I Dragon Tail him into the Go-Goat. I don't really know why he didn't just stay in the Go-Goat. I guess he didn't want it to take a Will-O-Wisp. So he switches in the Dustox to take a Will-O-Wisp. And it has Shadow Ball and it gets the special defense drop. But I decided I wasn't taking any of it, so I hit him with an Outrage and kill him. He switches in the Zapdos and doesn't quite kill me with Thunderbolt, but my Outrage doesn't kill him either. So he just goes for another Thunderbolt and kills me. So now I switch in the real Donphan, and he goes for the Roost as I put up my rocks. Now I put up the rocks because I figured it would be a good idea to keep him from kind of randomly switching out, and sadly this Donphan does not have the Ice Shard. And he apparently had the Hidden Power Ice. Either Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Grass. Hidden Power Ice makes the most sense. And I don't know why I switched in Kangler first. So I switch in Garbodor now. I get him with a Gunk Shot. He's trying to roost everything off. He wants me to miss, which I do. So he gets me with a Thunderbolt. And I hit him with another Gunk Shot. And he just keeps using Thunderbolt. There's not really much I can do about it. I can just keep going for the Gunk Shot. I use Pain Split here. He gets me with an Earthquake. I don't kill his Go-Go with a Gunk Shot, and he kills me with an Earthquake, and that was the end of the battle. So I came close. If that Gunk Shot hadn't missed, I'm not sure if his Archeops would have been able to actually deal the finishing blow, but we won't know. My next video is actually going to be about some changes I made to our VGC team, and then I'm going to have a VGC battle for you guys. And I actually talked to the guy afterwards, and I showed him my channel, and he has a good point. I'm kind of low in these recordings, but that's mostly because of my microphone. And I'm actually, after my first paycheck, will be getting a new microphone, so that way I'm not as low as I am now. So please bear with it, guys. I will have a better microphone soon, and I will be able to have better quality audio. Also, I'm recording this at around midnight because on Saturday, uh, on Saturday the 11th, well, the 10th of on Saturday the 10th of May, I will be at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sneak Peek for Primal Origin, and I will also be doing some running around with my friends, so I will actually not be able to make any videos tomorrow, so I'm making them tonight, and I will be setting them to upload after I leave the house. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to be making 2 other videos right after this. I'm going to try and keep all the information I'm doing straight. And I hope you guys have a good day. If you're going to the Primal Origin sneak peek, I wish you luck in your pools. This is Fear the Ghost, and my turn is over.